Hello students, let's start with another chapter of marketing management, and that is consumer behavior. So in this chapter we will be studying about the characteristics affecting consumer behavior, buying decision process and stages of buying decisions. So let's start. To start with, we need to understand what is consumer behavior. It refers to the study of how individuals, groups and organizations make decisions to satisfy their needs and wants through the consumption of goods and services. Consumer behavior in simple words is how, why, what and what consumers do when they make some purchases or decide about a product. So this is what is consumer behavior. It is very important for a marketer to understand the consumer behavior because he can strategize his marketing policies accordingly. This consumer behavior is influenced by many things. It can be motivation, perception, purchasing decisions, attitude. So let's discuss the characteristics that affect the consumer behavior. There are many factors that affect the consumer behavior. There are many things that influence us, that whether we should buy this product or not, whether this will be appropriate for us or not. So let's consider these factors one by one. The first one is the cultural factor. Cultural factors includes culture, subculture and social class. Now they play a significant role in shaping consumer behavior. When we talk about culture, it is the shared values, beliefs, customs and behavior of a particular society. And when we talk about subculture, it's a smaller group within a culture that shares specific characteristics or interests. And when we talk about social class, it is the hierarchical division of a society based on, you can say, occupation, income, education and other factors. Marketers needs to consider these cultural factors to understand the consumer preferences, motivation and buying behavior. Because if we fail to understand this, then we cannot make marketing strategies according to it. Now, we cannot deliver the messages to the customer in case we are not understanding these factors. Now coming on to the second factor, that is social factor. Social factors include reference group, family, role and status. If we talk about reference groups are those groups that individuals use as a basis for comparison in shaping their attitude, belief and behavior. So whenever we have to make some purchases, we look at certain people whom we admire for that very particular product. So they act as a reference group for the people. Second, in this comes family, which plays a crucial role in influencing consumer behavior, as family members have significant purchasing power and influences each other's decision. Now, if we talk about the roles and status, that also impact consumer behavior, as individuals may make purchases to fulfill their certain roles or enhance their social status. Now, coming on to personal factors. Personal factors include age, gender, life cycle stage, occupation, economic situations, lifestyle, personality traits. So these are different things that influence, these are personal things that influences our consumer behavior. Different life stages and age groups have distinct needs, preferences and buying behavior. Let's consider an example. If when a baby is born till the age of 3 years, the person likes a shoes that is having light and music in it. But once they grow up, once they become teenager, that is not their taste. They want trendy shoes. They want fashionable shoes. The moment they age, they achieve a maturity level, they probably are looking for something comfortable because they have because the people are working, they need to be in the office throughout the day, so they look for something comfortable. So you can see how age can affect your consumer behavior. So this is how we go about. So different life stages and age groups have distinct needs, preferences and buying behavior. Occupation and economic situation affect individuals' purchasing power and preferences, right? So lifestyle refers to an individual pattern of living which influences their consumption choices. So personality traits also play a role in consumer behavior, as individuals with different personality may have different preferences and buying patterns. For example, there are two children in a family and both are given 20 lakh rupees to buy a vehicle. There is a probability the child who is looking for safety and security, he buys a car, and the child who's looking for something trendy, he will be buying a Harley Davidson. So this is how the personal factors affect the consumer behavior. Now coming on to the psychological factors, it includes perception. There are certain factors, motivation, learning, beliefs and attitude that affect the consumer behavior. Some people, when they make purchases, there is a probability they are driven by the fact that the sale is going on. Some people, there is a possibility new collection can influence them to make purchases. So it all depends upon the psychological factors of the people. So perception refers to how individuals interpret and make sense of the information they receive from the environment, and motivation is the driving force behind individuals' behavior. Now, if we talk about learning occurs through experience and impacts consumer behavior, and beliefs and attitudes are basically formed based are formed on the basis of individual knowledge, values, experiences. So these are the things that we consider in psychological factors. Then coming on to situational factors, they refer to the specific circumstances in which consumer behavior makes purchases. These factors include the physical environment, time constraints, social surroundings and the purpose or occasion for the purchase. For example, consumer may make different buying decisions when shopping in a crowded store compared to a quiet environment. Understanding situational factors can help marketers tailor their marketing strategies and align with customers' specific situations. Now coming on to buyer decision process. When we talk about buyer decision process, it is the series of steps that consumers go through when they make some purchases, right? It comprises of 5 stages, that is need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision and post-purchase behavior. Now let's discuss one by one each of the stage. Whenever we make a purchase, it's not like this that we go to the market and make a purchase. We go through a series of steps, and in that series of steps, the first step is need recognition. The buying process begins when consumers recognizes a need or want that is not currently satisfied. Need can arise from internal stimuli such as hunger or thirst. When you feel hungry during the entire busy day, you don't feel like eating anything, but once while going back home, you are very hungry, and that probably can drive you to go to a restaurant and have something or pick up something to eat. So that is an internal stimuli, or an external stimuli such as advertising or word of mouth, or there is a probability you see somebody eating something and you feel like having that thing. So that is an external stimuli. Or probably you are looking at an advertisement and you get motivated to buy a particular product. So this is an external stimuli. So marketers can stimulate need recognition by identifying consumer needs and effectively communicating how their product or service can fulfill their needs. Now coming to the second step, when the need has been recognized, now what the customer will do, he will be looking for information. Right, so he will be searching for information. When he feels that he is hungry, he will be searching for what he can eat right now. So this is information search. Once consumer recognizes a need, they start gathering information about the available options they have to satisfy their need. Information can be obtained from internal sources, that is your past experiences, your memory, or external sources that can be from your friends or family or advertising or online research. So that is external source of information. So marketers here need to provide accurate and relevant information to help customers make informed decisions. Now once the information has already been searched, we will be evaluating the alternatives. After looking for the information, consumers evaluate different options and consider the benefits, the features and attributes of each alternative. Here consumer use different decision criteria to assess the alternatives and determine which one best satisfy their need. And what is the role of marketer here? They should understand the specific evaluation criteria the customer uses and highlight the unique value proposition USP of their product and service to differentiate it from the competitors. So evaluation of alternative is done, and now purchase decision. After evaluating the alternative, consumer makes a decision to make a purchase now. Factors that influences the customer in this stage is price, the availability of the product, the brand reputation and personal preferences. Now marketers need to ensure in this step that the buying process is convenient and the product or service is readily available to the customers when they are ready to make the purchase. Now coming on to the last stage, that is post-purchase behavior. Now the purchase decision has already been made. So after the purchase, customers evaluate their satisfaction with the chosen product or services. The entire consumer decision making process does not end up at purchase decision, because we as a marketer have to evaluate that what was the outcome of the purchase. So there can be three things: either the customer is satisfied, either he is dissatisfied, or he is delighted. The motive of the marketer is to ensure that the customer is delighted, because in case he is delighted, he will again come to our business or come to buy our product, and he will become a loyal customer, right? So the motive of the marketer is to ensure that the customer is delighted, so that he does not stay with the business, but with his word of mouth bring more customers also. In case he is satisfied, he will keep on buying the product, but he will not be a free advertisement for our product. In case he is dissatisfied, he will not buy the product, and he will do negative marketing for our product also. And in case he is delighted, he will become our loyal customers, and he will bring, through word of mouth, he will bring in lot more customers also. So the motive of the marketer is to have a delighted customer, and that is only possible if the customer is satisfied with the product and the customer's service that has been provided by the marketer. Thank you so much.